Department, and Randy, if you could introduce yourself and your colleagues and make whatever presentation you'd like to make. And this is your first budget hearing with me, right?
Yes, sir.
So, glad to see you.
Thank you, Mayor. I'm Randy Lovett, Acting Director of Metro Public Works. With me today, I have to my right Sharon Wallstrom, who's Assistant Director for Finance and Administration. To my left is our Chief Engineer, Mark Macy. I also have additional staff with me, Ms. Veronica Frazier, who's Director of Beautification. I have Mr. Don Reed with me, who's our Paving Manager, Ms. Jenna Smith, who's my new Public Information Officer, and last but not least, Mr. David Himes, who's Assistant Director for Operations. I left David at the end I'd like to publicly thank David. He decided to take the buyout this year, Mayor, and he'll be retiring. And
He was eligible for the buyout?
Yes, sir, barely. 38 going on 39 years.
Started. All right.
And I'd like to take this opportunity to publicly thank David for all those years of service. David's been an integral part of the Public Works Department, especially in the areas of emergency management, responding to crisis. He's very skilled at all those levels, and
salt truck.
I'd like to thank him. He's very good at that also.
He was really hoping for one last big snow to go out in a blaze of glory. It didn't quite work out.
Thank goodness
it's
that
not
did
over
not
yet.
happen.
That's right. It's not over. That's right.
But Mayor, as you're well aware, Public Works covers a wide range of duties. I'd like to just mention a few. We're responsible for 5,700 lane miles of roads, approximately 1,000 miles of sidewalks, 800 signalized intersections, 300 bridges, 140 miles of bikeways and shared lanes. We collect trash at over 125,000 homes on a weekly basis. We also service on a monthly basis curbside recycling at 85,000 homes in the USD. Last year, we picked up approximately 22,000 tons of brush. Quite an operation. Also, the 311 call centers located at Public Works, and I would like to brag on these people. They do an exceptional job. They handled over 98,000 calls last year. In particular, I'd like to point out our beautification division. They conducted 400 recycling education programs, reaching over 26,000 students and adults, 400 neighborhood cleanups throughout the county. These neighborhood cleanups are a huge help to the county. We have a lot of volunteers involved. They also used over 4,000 community service workers in their beautification efforts, which resulted in a labor cost of avoidance of a little over $1 million. I'd like to point out that, in my opinion, using community service workers is a superb example of managing during difficult times and trying to get the job done, creating a program that has huge benefits for all sides, and it's exceptionally important during very difficult economic times. They also cleaned up over 100 vacant, overgrown lots. The department also operates 3 convenience centers and 13 drop-off sites. In addition to the day-to-day operations, we also manage capital projects. I'll just mention 2 that we're very proud of. 28th Avenue Connector. Thank you, Mayor, for attending that. Also KVB, which we're very proud of, and I believe we're having a dedication service on April the 17th to open that. So
I'll be there.
We're very happy with that. I would like to point out the Transportation License Commission transferred to Public Works this past December, and we're melting the group into the department, and that's going very well. Our reductions, the 2% reduction we were asked, we plan to meet those requirements basically through holding vacancies open, trying to use non-operated street light credits, and trying to renegotiate some of our trash contracts. We think we can meet the 2% reductions. Improvements, what we're asking for basically is a little over $2.3 million, but almost 2/3 or more of that 2.3 is just basic built-in costs. What I mean by that, CPI, advancements on contracts we have, and the increases for the utilities from TVA for the street lights. The other improvements, in addition to the normal cost increases, we are asking for an additional cleaning crew for downtown and additional staff in the special events office. Mayor, we believe with the opening of the convention center and everything's going on downtown, which is great, by the way, it's just a great atmosphere downtown. But somebody's got to clean it up afterwards, and we think an additional crew would be very beneficial going forward. I'm hesitant to brag on one particular area because I leave out other areas, and I think the whole department does a great job. But this night cleaning crew, they do an exceptional job. We got about 17, 18 employees work every night, every time we have a major event, particularly on Sunday mornings, early, 6 a.m. I like to drive downtown, just drive the streets, notice how clean everything looks after a big event, or just if it wasn't an event. They just do an exceptional job. I'm very proud of them, and we'd like to add another crew to that if we could. I would also point out that in addition to the normal operating budget, we also operate a capital budget, which includes approximately $62 million. That's paving, sidewalks, bikeways, bridges, signals, traffic signals, and corridor redevelopment. And as you're well aware, Mayor, the council recently passed another $7.5 million for us in the capital, which another $5 million for paving, another $2.5 million for sidewalks, which is always extremely helpful, and we're very thankful for that. I would end with just bragging on the department a little more. This year, Metro Public Works projects were awarded the 2013 Engineering Excellence Award by the American Council of Engineering Companies. Projects receiving these awards was 28th Avenue Connector, which we're very proud of, Music City Bikeway, and the KVB project. Also, Metro Beautification received the Keep America Beautiful Award for Excellence, and Nashville received its first Tree City USA Growth Award in recognition of Metropolitan Landscape Coordination Program created by your executive order last year. The award recognized Nashville's environmental improvements and higher levels of tree care. With that, be happy to try to answer any questions you might have.
Well, good work, and you all do a fantastic job. I would agree. Can you tell us what's upcoming this year? I mean, what are the major sort of milestones or openings and any big projects that'll be undertaken in the next fiscal year?
And I'll let Mark speak to some of the projects. Obviously, the Fifth Avenue is a big project. The Fifth Avenue of Arts, something you've been very supportive of. There's quite a bit of paving going to be downtown. We're going to open up the KVB April 17th, which that's a major project right behind the convention center. Very proud of that. You think you want to mention anything, Mark?
We are currently working on the Gateway to Heritage project out on Jefferson Street, which is a beautification project at the interstate, and we should have that opened up sometime this year. It's a good project. We got federal funding for it, and we're working through that right now. And as always, we really appreciate the support this administration has given us for maintenance, especially paving. I think this is the first time since I've been here that we've actually had the budget we needed to do the paving, so we appreciate that very much.
Yeah, we've got an aggressive paving schedule for the spring, don't we, Mark?
We do.
All over the county?
We will be all over the county. We'll be in every district, as far as I know.
When will all that sort? Is it already started?
We're getting ready to start. We're actually milling right now. The asphalt plants open up probably this week.
Okay.
I mean, it's just imminent to start all this paving work.
Good.
Excellent.
We also have several sidewalk projects as usual. We have a major sidewalk project on Harding Place.
Yeah, that's a good project.
Been in the works since 2011, I think. It'll be a
Right.
major improvement out there, lighting sidewalks on the Harding Place area, 24 to Knowlesville Road on up
Nolensville to the interstate, actually.
to actually. Yeah.
And that's a federal, state funding that,
Right.
Yes, sir.
We're supplying about half the funds, and then the rest are coming from federal and state.
okay. All right, and then in terms of your budget needs, it's largely to keep up what you're doing, and you have some personnel needs?
Yes, sir. It's basically day-to-day. The basic improvements we're asking for, as I mentioned, was an additional cleaning crew downtown and additional
They do a
staff.
great job. I can attest that when I come in the morning after there's an event, you can't tell there was an event. I mean, it's really well done.
Remarkable. If you see the night before, if you take a drive around midnight, then drive around about 6 a.m., they do a great job.
That seems like a very important request. Rich, you got any?
All right.
Greg?
Nor do I.
Well, you guys do a wonderful job, and been very successful on the major projects you worked on, and certainly the 28th Avenue Connector was a highlight of my year, too. I think that's a great project. It looks fantastic, and I do think it brings the city together in a variety of ways. And KVB, I still don't believe that people understand the impact that's going to have on the city. I mean, the focus is obviously on the big building that's there, but KVB is going to transform the way people access coming downtown, and the development possibilities that opens up south of KVB and in between KVB and Broadway are extraordinary, and it's very attractive. And you get the roundabout, which was very nice, and the public art piece that'll be going in there, which I don't know what it is yet, but I'm sure it'll be spectacular. But that's going to be one of the most attractive roads in Nashville.
Yeah, looks good.
Good. All right, well, we look forward to all the paving, and again, thank everybody in your department for their hard work. You guys have been, during the most difficult times of the recession, you guys just kept knocking it out, and I'm very appreciative of that. And so,
Thank you, Mayor. We
continue to
appreciate
do
the
it.
support.
Thank you.